have a little story to tell. Once again, I got a reminder from above to trust that everything will be okay and that I should never give up on myself. I went from Canterbury to Bangkok by bus this morning, and on the bus I put my cycling helmet above me in the storage and I told myself over and over again not to forget the helmet up there, and I even set the alarm for like 4 hours. I didn't think the bus ride was like 5 hours, but when the alarm rang, I promised myself I would pick the helmet down so I wouldn't forget it. But when the alarm rang, I thought to myself, I will not forget the helmet. So I let it stay there. And then when it was time to leave the bus, all of a sudden I realized, oh, I'm the only one on the bus, I better hurry. And then I just forgot the helmet on the bus, and I realized it that I left my helmet when I was on the train, like half an hour later. I just, where is my helmet? Oh no, fuck, I did it anyway. I forgot the helmet, even though I told myself I wouldn't. And what did I do? Yeah, I did what I usually do. It's by habit. I started to hit myself in the head, which would have hurt way less if I still had the helmet. And I told myself over and over again, you're such an idiot, you're a piece of shit, how could you do this, like, idiot. It may not sound like much, a helmet, but still it's like a 150 euro helmet. It was like, I liked that helmet, it was a good helmet. So I beat myself up for an hour, and then I couldn't let go of it. I just couldn't stop thinking of how stupid I was. So I thought, have I really done all I could to get that helmet back? And no, I had done nothing, and still I couldn't let go of it. I couldn't decide, should I buy a new helmet? Yeah, of course I need to buy a new helmet because I have no helmet. But then I figured, I go back to the bus station and ask for the helmet. I was on my way to the airport to leave my bike in the luggage, like left luggage or whatever it's called. So it was like 3 hours later I came to the bus station and asked for the helmet, and I wrote down what I wanted to say on Google Translate so the nice lady could read it, and she understood, and she walked with me and asked everybody for my helmet, and like she called lots of people, and other people started to call people, and everybody was looking for my helmet. And I was just standing there, man, what's going on here? Everybody was so helpful. But after a few calls, and they came to the conclusion that the bus has already left for Canterbury again. But it would be back. It will be back like tomorrow morning. And they asked, are you here tomorrow morning? And I said, no, I'm not. Not even tomorrow morning, like the same time I came to. Yeah, one in the afternoon. Like I said, no, I'm leaving tonight by plane. Oh, too bad. So, and then I said, oh, you did good. Like now I can let go of it. So I buy a new helmet. Like, I said, okay, and I walked, but I couldn't stop thinking about that helmet. Like, have I really done all I could to get the helmet back? Like, probably not, because I couldn't let go of it. So then I got an idea that Mika is still in Canterbury, so I sent him a text and asked if he could be a hero and go down and ask for it, like this evening because the bus would be back there. And he did, and they the same thing happened there. They called everybody around, and everybody was involved in the searching for my helmet. And they came to the conclusion that the bus was not in Canterbury, it was in Bangkok. And Mika sent me a number that I should call and the number of the bus. But when I called the number that didn't exist, or I didn't have any credit on my phone, I don't know. So I decided I go back to the bus station once again and see if they knew anything about the bus that was supposed to be in Bangkok all of a sudden. And the same thing happened again. There was new people working there. They started to make phone calls and everything. A few more people got involved, like it's in the search for the mysterious cycling helmet. And after a few calls, they said, no, the bus is not in Bangkok, but it's on its way to Bangkok. So it will be here 23:30, I think. Like, yeah. And they asked me, can you be, at first they said it will be here tomorrow morning. I said, no, I can't be here though. And then all of a sudden, after a few more calls, they said it will be here like 11:30. And I realized the last train to the airport is that time, and I was like 40 minutes from the place where the airport train goes. So but then I decided, like, the helmet is like 6,000 baht, and a taxi to the airport is like 400 baht. So I decided, yeah, I can wait here for 2-3 hours for the helmet. So I did. I sat down and waited and waited, and they found it like they liked me there. Like, everybody wanted to help. Like, and when the bus finally arrived, I was almost asleep, and she came running with my helmet in her hands, like, and said, if you run now, you can still make it to the last train. And I was like, well, you have my helmet. I was almost asleep, and she says, run now. I wanted to take a taxi, but I didn't want to disappoint her, so I just ran. I took my helmet and ran, and now I have my beloved helmet. It's a long story for just a small thing as a helmet, but for me now, thinking back, it was not about a helmet, it was about me giving up too easily. And the lesson is learned. Don't give up, and don't beat yourself up until you did everything that you possibly could do. Ask yourself, did I do all that I could do to make this work, or to go get what I want? If not, accept it or do something about it. I did not accept it, so I had to do something about it. Otherwise I would think about it until I go crazy. It turned out to be a long story. Anyway, thank you, all of you who listened to the end. Peace out from Bangkok Airport.
I'm the king of the sand, of the ocean.